No free lunch for me.
The meeting is now streaming on live Facebook. Okay, it's gonna start, right? Hello.
How is that?
Okay, so save. Go to. Okay, let's go. Hello everyone. Today, this is we meet in focus again in our community university. So we are the body. Our body is just like that. No, we are friends in a community university. So today we make a podcast very interesting and I think beneficial to the audience. The topics today is that the pathway to success, a student journey to KMUTT University scholarship achievements. So before starting this focus topic, I would like to introduce each and everyone in our focus. So shall we start from Jeff? So can you introduce a little bit yourself?
Oh, sure. Thank you. So first of all, hello to everyone. My name is Jeff, or at least it's my nickname. So I'm a student at KMUTT, and I'm very happy to be here again with you guys, sharing this space, this podcast, and having a good conversation with all of you.
So thank you for introducing yourself, Jeff. And then shall we move to Song Jianli? Can you introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, my name is Xiaojian Li and I'm from China. And I'm a first year's MA student in KMUTT. I'm so happy here to share some idea and experience in the unit. So thank you.
Yes, thank you for yours. Introduce yourself, Chris. So gently.
And this is his.
Okay, so the last one and the lady. Okay, or no, the last lady.
Okay, so hello everyone. So this is Annie Isadora. I hope that you guys already know me. I'm founder of Fluency with Founder National. Today I'm going to be here, like kind of host for sharing scholarship themes and also admission process of KMUTT University. It's really glad to be here again with my friends from my MA program. Okay, that's all.
Okay, so thank you for introduce yourself. Yes, I think so, even you don't introduce yourself, everyone know you. Okay, so so now it's time, it's time for me. My name is Sorted Yes, I'm from Myanmar. I'm also KMUTT University student. So we are the Chris and Sandy. We're the same class. So today, for the first, for the first step. So now years at KMUTT University. So in the next coming August, so this coming the new year for our study. So it is also mean that we will see that this focus, I believe that is very beneficial to them to know how the process we study on, how we organize in our university, something like that. Okay, so the first question, it can be like that maybe the first is, can you share your journey or how you first heard about KMUT University and what made you decide to apply? So for this discussion, I would like to Jeff to discuss.
Okay, so in my case, I think it was a very interesting process. I just discovered about KMUTT when I came to like explore the master programs here in Thailand, right? So before before like deciding what university to apply for, I like study the different master programs around the world related to teaching English, like, language, communication. And then I discovered Thailand and the great programs that this country has. Because something that is very interesting about Thailand, I believe, is that you have very high quality education at very affordable prices at the same time, which is always something that we think of when we want to go abroad to study, right? That we can find something that is very good, but also something that it's within our budget, to say it in some way, right? So then I started to check the programs, and also I focus on the most like important universities, the best ones in the ranking. And of course, I discovered KMUTT. Something that I really like about KMUTT, like I told you also, is that this university has a lot of scholarships for people. So the university really offers people the opportunity to come and study. For example, in my case, I got the KISP, which is the a scholarship for international students, which is very good because it gives me a lot of benefits. And in terms of the journey, also it includes the application process itself. I don't know if we're going to discuss that later or if I should discuss it now, but it also includes the application process, like all the different steps you have to follow in order to apply. So I think that's how everything began, like really looking for good programs with good prices at the same time, but also with good scholarships. I think at the end of the day, KMUTT really offers students a good um, possibilities and opportunities to study. That's why I chose this university.
So that's very good. You're sharing this point. Yeah, you said a lot of study from your journey to here. Yeah, but I know you are from a very different culture and countries, right? Just like the Colombia,
Yes.
So this is we can say that it's very totally different from the Asia. That's one. It can be very new to you in this university. So this is very good to hear it from you. Uh, you mentioned a lot of process you need to come across. Okay, so uh, thank you for your sharing. And shall we move to Song Jianli about this step? How do you want to discuss this?
Well, for me, since I graduated from my bachelor degree in another province in Thailand, I want to, the first consideration is the place. I want to move to another place to exploring new things. So I choose the place is Bangkok. And also, I also think about the budget, I mean, the tuition fee. But I also want to know the quality of the university in Bangkok. So I choose the top 10. Um, and also to see the deadline for the application. But after that, I thought only on 3 or 4 universities still have the opportunity to apply at that time, including KMUTT. So after I, how could we see the compare about the budget and tuition fee, and or even whether they have the scholarship for us. So at the end, I make the decision to study in the KMUTT or apply for KMUTT as well.
Yes, very good point. And you mentioned this. Yes. So I know you already studied the bachelor degree in Thailand, right? So you may more familiar with the Thai culture, Thai education system, right? Yes.
Yeah,
So this is also a good point for you. You pursue the master degrees in the KMUTT University. Yes. As you already mentioned, our university is one of the top 10 university in Thailand. So that's very impressive, right? So you mentioned a lot of your process to come to this university. Okay, thank you. So we move to the next step. So
Karen, I just want to ask you this question to you. Like,
you want to ask me?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah. You
okay. So,
very first time you just had about community. What
oh
had
yes.
happened?
So the community university is not the first-hand experience for me. It's me like that. I didn't find this on the social media on Facebook. I didn't find it. I just heard it from my friends. Yes, he said this. But as for usually in our country, most of the students they just care about just like Chulalongkorn University, Thammasat, Mahidol, just like that. So KMUTT, I, as for me, I quite not familiar with this. That's that one of my friend told me uh, for the English study, right? Just like the AES program we have in University of, just like KMUTT University. So I need to search about this, and then he pointed to me, Jonas, and then I contacted with Jonas, and Jonas also told me, yes, we have program like this weekday and weekends and scholarship program, but I didn't apply scholarships, but because of my deadline is so, how to say that, so close, that's it. I didn't know exactly what the deadline is. This at the time I just working in the factory. This one, and this one, yeah, this how about another community. So, but as for me, I need to wait my visa because of I didn't have at the time. I didn't have the legal documents because I know I come visa documents, so I was late a little bit to apply this program. Yes, yeah. So that's all. Yeah, this I come to university. So this is we can see that in our belief we can see that we have a drop of water. How to say that drop of water? Yes, that's why we come to meet. This is a drop of water, right? Okay, thank you. So. And you. So this is for how to know the first you first pass the KMUTT University, right? So I would like to know from you, Cindy.
Oh, which questions? I mean, one or two?
Yes, for the first
Oh,
question
first,
is
experience.
your journey to KMUTT and how do you? So yeah, yes, yes.
Okay. So actually, I already familiar with the community like since 2017. I'm not sure because my university like they just have like some kind of collaborations or program like we have like some kind of school expectations like that sent to community and learn some kind of engineering things because like and community is like really famous for STEM university, right? So I have like zero knowledge regarding applied English study, but I really know that university because of like engineering subject and commuter majors and stuff like that. But like my experience is exactly same like Saul because like we have our seniors like who is Jonas in that university. So like I just saw that logs like his post and like he just writing down about the community program and also like his activities and everything. So I already admire him because like we used to work in the same organizations, volunteered stuff from the American Center. So I just got that idea. So what if like I just apply in the university because knowing that community at the beginning that make me surprising that uh, that university also have like applied English study program. So that's why that pushed me to applying for a master programs as soon as I heard about like my senior is attending the master degree that day too. So that's gonna be my very first experience and my journey, how I have no community and like make my decisions to join this program. Yes.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you for everyone to sharing your experience and your how to know this university. So let's move to the next step. Is like the initial challenges. Initial challenges you face when you decided to pursue your studies. Initial challenges you face. So I will move to Jeff first. Okay.
Sorry, so can you please
So
repeat
can
the
you share
question?
your
Because it broke a little bit the connection. Can you please repeat the
yeah,
question?
yeah, yes, yes. Yeah, yes, okay. So yes, I'm sorry because today this place the connection is not working. That's why I
Uh,
use my data. Okay. What were the initial challenges you faced? So when you decided to study in at KMUTT University? Yes.
Well, the challenges I think started from the beginning since I decided to apply, because as we've been discussing, this university is really high ranked, right? So we're talking about like the big league in Thailand and in Asia in general, especially for the engineering field. So the reputation of this university is quite huge. So from the beginning, like before deciding that I was coming here, I always had the doubt in the back of my mind, like I'm not going to I'm not going to be accepted, like I'm doing the application, but I'm not going to be accepted. And then when I got accepted and they told me that my application was being presented for the scholarship as well, then I was okay. I'm accepted, but I'm not going to be accepted for the scholarship. It was that was the first challenge that I had. It was like doubting myself to some extent. And then when I moved here, I think the first day was really the biggest challenge because I arrived 1 week late. So the class started and I arrived one week late because of course I come from the other side of the world and I was quite I would say overwhelmed because I didn't know anything. You guys had already started the class. There were many things that were happening and like I tend to overthink a lot. So I was thinking I'm behind everyone. I'm in a new country. I don't know anything. I didn't even know where the building of our school was in the university. So I think those kind of challenges were the main ones for me. And then adapting to a new culture. Um, Although people here are very nice and yes, it has been everything new to me, but having you guys and the other people around me has made everything easier. But for sure, that is one part of the challenge. Like you mentioned at the beginning, uh, I came from a totally different culture. So like learning these new ways of living, these new ways of building relationships and these new ways of doing things. Um, it's like an everyday challenge for me still to this day. It's almost 1 year after we began the program. So I will say like still like every day I face a little challenge in order to be here and maintain myself studying here for sure.
So thank you for sharing your challenges. Yes, I know you may have the biggest challenges between us in this one because you are totally different part of the world, right? So you mentioned you already told us like that uh, you have to come across a lot of cities, right? A lot of
Yeah.
countries to be here, right? So this is yes for the like a journey, like a trip, just like that, right? Even not only the educational journey, but also so the traveling around the world. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to travel for 1 week, literally. I I remember I started my trip on Sunday. The day I left my house was a Sunday, and I arrived here
Yeah.
in Thailand on Friday, like almost 1 week after. And I have to go through uh it was Mexico, Spain, Belgium, Finland, and then it was Thailand. So it was
Yes.
good. It was good. I got the opportunity to know other countries as well.
Mm, yes. Yes. Ah, yes. To be here, travel around the world. Okay, so it's nice to hear your experience about you studying your applying these programs, and then you also got acceptance, and then, but also your uh, scholarship too. Yes, very great. Okay. So you mentioned a lot of people wait for the people from very different cultures, yes, to know this, right? So
Hello. Hello, Agusa. Hello.
Thank you for your sharing. So, what about what's your initial challenges to be here?
Yes, I believe it's your turn now.
It's, I believe, in my turn right now. Why for me the initial and difficult I met?
Hello,
Um,
Chris.
yes, you come back.
It's okay. You can start, Chris.
You can start to sharing. Well,
Okay.
the first problem the problem I met is when I know that I get the mass information or the information that I can enroll in this unit, and I have a lot of problem and make the everything clear, even about the registration and also some Gmail or the student's account, how to join the first day in the unit, and also how to go to the unit. By the biggest problem is about my visa because I just finished my undergraduate degree in another unit. I have to change into this unit. I have to cancel the old one. Since I canceled the old one, I have to immediately move to the new one. But the problem or the things is I have to waiting for the offer, the document, official document, even the PDF version or Gmail. And anyway, yes. So I'm scared and nervous during that time because my student visa at the old university gonna expired. So it is, but luckily I got a new one. No delay. So that is the problem I met. But at the beginning that I joined this unit, I mean the first week, and the problem I got is how to know the whole process or whole system of this program, because I'm not quite clear and which course and it stands for why and what we're gonna learn, what we can get, what we can get at the end of the semester, what we need to do. It's driving me crazy actually. So that is my difficulties during the first
Yes,
month.
thank you for sharing your points. Yes, you mentioned the visa application, right? The visa process. Yes, this is very good to you because you're lucky, right? You say you are just like the middle of your old school visas and your new school uni
Nice.
visa. So this is it's a very just like on the edge of the mountain, right? So that this is lucky to you. Yes, very good. Yeah, you're also good and steady. It's okay. So thank you for your sharing. So, when it comes to the challenges, I would like to hear from you, Sandy. Can you share a little? Can you share for your initial challenges?
Okay, so my challenges, the first thing is that I already like arrived in Bangkok, so I'm a little bit afraid that like when would I get my like student visa? Because first and first, like at the same time, like the admission process, like that I have to prepare everything stuff for university admissions, and also like I have very complicated family issues, like just like it is kind of like I don't know, it's conflict. So that's why that I really I am depressed, and also like I just even like praying for getting getting like admission letters are very first because I have to go back to my country back and also apply the visa process and have to come back to the Thailand again. So that's why like even if I just know that I just won the scholarships, but making there are lots of situations that make me feel totally like under the pressure. So I have to pray for it, like to get the admission first. After applying the admissions, like the admission process took only 3 days. 3 days, so that's why it didn't take long. So yeah, only if like sorry that I have only that challenges. But as soon as I just arrived, like everyone was really nice, and also before knowing that, like, oh, master student like is really fun and happy. Like, I didn't know anything about, like, tax and responsibility I was supposed to do as a master student, all right? So lessons are pretty great, and we we had a lot of discussion sections. I still remember that our very first section is like agent pool section. And then Jeff, you have arrived. You
I
didn't arrive.
missed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You missed that, but Xiaojian and Gosal and all of us, like, we just share like what we want to be in the future. We were supposed to discuss about our future plans, and in our very first class with Arjun Bu, like making like some kind of picture, right? A
Yes.
poster.
It's like
We have
my map.
yeah. So my we have to show that poster, and also like, how did we see ourselves like in the future, maybe next 10 years, or like maybe 15 years, or stuff like that. So this is a really fun and amazing. And also, before knowing that, I was started to learn some kind of literature before I knew that. So apart from that one, so I find it really happy and also interesting, and that is totally my real calling. Yes, learning English in Thailand, with my friends are from different part of the world. Yes.
So thank you for your sharing your experience and how you manage the challenges. Okay. So right now, I think for the question 3 and 4, so saying that's why I'm combining this. So this is for the preparations. So whatever we are studying the master degree, we need to prepare, right? Not only the standard test, but also just like the purpose statement, the essays, how we are how we are worth to be accepted in this at the university. So that there's a lot of preparations we need, right? So that it's just not like going easy like that, come here and just giving your document, your CV form, not like that, because you need to prepare a lot. That's one. At this stage, I would like I would like to know that for the English preparations, we may in our university they accept a lot of preparation tests like the TOEIC, IELTS, uh, TOEFL, and then CUTP. As for me, I come here with CUTP because my IELTS is out of date, because IELTS is just only lasts for 2 years, right? The upcoming CUTP, because CUTP is also cheap, so only 900 bucks to for the tax. That's why I came here with UTP, and then I did a lot of preparation because because we need to show just like the recommendation letter. The first thing is there. So in our country situations, a lot of the lecturers, they are out of school, they are out of university because of the CDMs, civilized something like that. So that's why it's very hard to find a recommendation letter, but I'm lucky one of the two of our lecturer helped me, but they are not officially lecturer because they quit their job. That's why I'm worried about this recommendation letter is qualified or not. I'm worried, but luckily it's okay. So now I would like to know just kind of preparations, not only your English standard test, but also another preparation, just like writing process, application process. So how do you prepare for this? So this question maybe it's a little bit changed to Song Jian Li. So how do you prepare
Well,
this?
for the preparation, it can be the requirement of the application actually. If you want
Yes.
to submit the recommendation letter that you mentioned, and also the English proficiency, and my one is the IELTS, and also because I just know that this unit also needs another English proficiency to prove that you can match this program. So we test IELTS 4 months in advance with my friend,
Yes. So
and also yes, you
yes,
have the
I would like to know there's like the So for the just like the IELTS test, so yeah, how did you prepare this test? So that just like the 2 months, 3 months, or just like a week, 2 weeks, or as it
We
want to
spent around
know? Yeah, yes.
we spent around 3 months to prepare the test.
Yes,
And
because yeah, cool.
and also we have to asking some professor to help you to writing your recommendation later
Mm,
and send to the KMUTT.
mm.
Yes. Actually, when I apply for another unit, also asking for the professor to write in it, but I already missed the deadline of the another unit. Just only this unit can accept that one. And also we have to prepare how to answer the question during the interview part. That is problem.
Oh,
That is
yes.
the important things actually. And
So,
before,
uh, do you
yes,
remember we have to write a summary? Do you remember it?
yeah, CV and also some self planning for this program also.
Mm, okay.
Mm.
Yes. So, how did you get your recommendation letter?
Yes, we send the recommendation later. We have to send two.
Two, at least two recommendation letters, right?
At least
So that
two.
from your Thailand university or for China university.
Thai University.
Yes, very good. So yes, very good preparation there. So let's move to Jeff. This is because for the recommendation letter, I think maybe different from us because different culture, right? For example, in our recommendation letter, we recommend these students. These students are good, but I think if there may be a little bit difference for your recommendation letter.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I believe if we can brief a little bit, like for applying for KMUTT, you have to comply with some documents like Chris and so we're mentioning. So one of those requirements are the recommendation letters, right? That could come
Yes,
from the academic background or even from the professional background for some of
yes,
the people who have some experience. In my case, I got the like I will say the blessing that the dean of my faculty was one of the ones who wrote my recommendation letter, as well as one of my former lecturers. But in my case, the university provided a format. So I don't know if it was the same for you, but I have to deliver the
Oh,
recommendation letters under the format that the university itself gave. So it was like specific information, specific questions that the referees have to respond. And it also include like a table with a list of skills.
yeah,
So
yes,
each
yes.
referee had to, in some sense, score me or give me a score in analytical skills, like communicative skills, and so on. And at the end of the recommendation letter, there was a section in which they could write something like a final close statement or something like that. That why will they recommend me to take part of the project? So fortunately, like I told you, I have a very good relationship with the dean of my faculty because of the many things I did back in my bachelor degree. And also one of my former lecturers who is very active in research back in Colombia, he also gave me his recommendation letter. So I got these two to send. Um, Basically that was it. Like just they helped me with the format. They wrote what they have. I don't know what they wrote about me, but I believe it was good enough for me to get into the program at the end of the day.
Like, so like, can I tell a little bit like about the application process?
Yeah, it
Just
will be good.
so that is a template, right? That the university just like standard, like we are supposed to write down like in that template, and also our recommender.
Forgot it. I don't remember.
Yes, our recommender need to send like that recommendation letter to the faculty directly, not
Yeah.
send us.
No.
Like yes.
But in my case, because my lecturer, they haven't experienced just like writing recommendations. That's one, because they have never been writing the recommendation letter, because at the time before the COVID-19, most of the students, they rarely went abroad to to study. That's what they had never had experience like that. But they try, because yes, the format, because the university gave the format and the feeling. But in my case, I sent I didn't send via email. I just come I just come in person, and I had a Miss Buddha with the paper.
Oh,
But the paper is closed, just like the C with the signature. That's why it's me like the my lecturer did it legally. That's why. So this can be just like a paper, not in a online case. That's why for this one for the for animation, yes, I can present as I taught with Miss Buddha. This one, this is can be okay. So for the preparations, I would like to ask Jeff. So we need to write state of purpose, right? Yes. When it comes
yeah.
to state of purpose, how do you get help from your lecturer or your supervisor? Do you need did you get help or something else?
No, like not from a lecturer or from a supervisor. I did it all by myself. Um, well, I didn't do it by myself. Actually, one of my best friends, he prior to my experience, he got accepted for a PhD in the United States. So he was process. He helped me with the process of looking for the master program that I wanted to apply, to prepare myself and to complement all the things that I have done in order to compile the requisites for this one, right? So he also helped me by guiding me how he wrote his statement of purpose. So he was kind of like my coach throughout the process of writing it. I remember that I began writing my statement of purpose in November 2022, and I finished because I wrote two statements of purpose at the same time because I applied to two different universities here in Thailand. But the first application I sent was this one, KMUTT, and it was at the end of February. So I began writing my statement of purpose in November, like literally the first week of November, and I finished it like the last week of February, and I immediately sent everything for the application. And it was kind of like a torture because I sent the application at the end of February and I got a response from the university in June. So I was waiting for almost 3 months without hearing from the uni. In that meantime, I got accepted to another university and I was almost finishing my enrollment at that university when I got the acceptance from KMUTT. So I have to withdraw from the other university to fully invest myself on this one. But in my process of writing the statement of purpose, it was more about being very careful in supporting why I was a eligible candidate for this one, what kind of skills I have in order to overcome the many challenges, the academic challenges that we're facing actually right now in the program, what kind of experience I had in the field of education. And also I focus a lot on saying how I could, um, in some sense, help the program with my experience and with the different perspective I have in terms of education from other side of the world. So that was the points that I touch upon on my statement of purpose, like I know this, I can do this because of this and this and this. And also I believe because I'm from another kind of universe, I can also um, provide a different perspective in terms of education and learning English. So that was like my focus on my statement of purpose.
Yes, thank you. You right state of purpose. Yes, when it comes to right purpose, can do because experience, we need knowledge from others. Yeah, you're lucky, or we can say that you have a good, just like a coach who made your friends, right? He's also got acceptance from the university. But even though we get help from other, the main thing is the most important thing is ourselves because the person who write this is not other, it's ours, right? That's one. I think same purpose, right? So whatever, not only ours but also other is also important, right? So what about Jeff? Sorry, Chris. So when it
Yeah,
comes to same purpose, how do you get help
well,
on how do you write it?
actually, at the first time, I don't know how to write in the purpose. And I also looking for some previous persons who are writing for the MA application or even the PhD sometime. But I'm trying to find whether they have the same structure or that I can follow or something. Yes, by the end I writing for spend 5 days. So it is the how could we see serious work for me actually. By the end I finished, luckily.
We cannot.
It's good.
Okay,
Good.
we cannot hear anything. We cannot hear.
Hello,
I
can
think
you hear
because
me now?
oh, yeah, yes, yes, we can.
Hello? Hello, hear me now?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, it's
Okay. Sorry for the technical problem. Okay. So thank you for Jeff and Chris. You share your experience about state of purpose. What about you, Sandy? How did you get it?
my statement of purpose.
Yes.
I I spent like around 2 weeks actually, 2 weeks. But for like other students, for example, like I just saw a lot of sharings like on social media these days because like people in Myanmar especially use like they just trying to get the scholarships from different university around the world. Like they already share their application process. So I have seen like some of the people, I mean like very, kind of like competent people, like they just trying to take nearly a month, for their personal statement of purpose. Okay, I would say statement of purpose. So for me, like I just take like 2 weeks, and then in that like process, like of course, like Google is my teacher. I just like, and also I ask like some kind of questions that from my seniors and like people who already have lots of experience about like approval ratings, giving me suggestions and also authentic comments for my statement of purpose. For me, that I usually check like some kind of information from the international university websites, what kind of like information that I'm supposed to put to get the admission, because I know that community admission is not that much easy because it's really hard. That actually for undergrad level, like there are lots of undergrad students that I have seen in my life, like they didn't get the admissions with very first time, So, but if their preparation start is really excellent, of course they can get once. And that because of like these iterations, like I just try to divide it into 5 parts. The first thing is like kind of introduction. So I just like I try to put everything out of my effort, like why, like how eager I am like to attend like this university, this course like this. This is for my introduction part. Another thing is like my past. Another paragraph is this is my first introduction paragraph. Another one is my past. So I just like because my first degree is a business management degree, so I have to give like kind of relevant reasons that why I want to change a business management major to this applying English study, right? So that's why like I have to give like also explanations like why in business management, like I just give up like this major like to change another major in its master program, and also I have to write down everything like given them like some evidence and relevant resource, my reasons of why I change this program. So this is my past. Another thing is like second paragraph is my present. my presence with the English language and learning journey, what I'm currently doing right now. Because since I have this Fluency Platform International, I do a lot of community development project, and also facilitator, and also founder and team member and mentor, everything. So at that time I didn't even have many volunteers, so I am a kind of main person to do most of the stuff and to manage. So that's why I try to put all of my experience that I have got from this organization. What about can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Because I got office is lack of breaking, so that's why I think you guys didn't hear my voice. So I just put all my volunteer experience, because volunteer experience is really important and crucial to win the scholarship. I know this. So I try to put everything, but I have to be aware of not to be too general, because getting the scholarship, getting the admissions from the universities, that you have to show off how unique you are,
Mhm.
how unique you are. So because if you're a normal person, if you didn't do anything, if you stay at home watching movie and TV all the time, playing games, because we have one thing to sacrifice if we want to get something free education from other people, other country, we have to sacrifice first, how you can contribute these educations to the community, stuff like that. So I'm trying to put everything in it. This is my present. So last paragraph, it's my future, past, present, future. When I got the degree, it's what I do, or what I do. So also that is supposed to be specific too. So what I really want to do, but I don't tell, because in Myanmar, attending master program, after finishing that master program, so you're gonna be a teacher. This is the general case that everyone know. So when someone just read my statement of purpose, okay, what else? Okay, you become a teacher. Of course, your original intention is to become a teacher. That's why you attend Master of English study. So we know, we know you will become a teacher. We know that, but don't come up with those kind of general point of view. Among the teachers, there are lots of teachers in the world, right? In our university, in our programs, what is your specific program that you would like to do? So I just trying to put all of the relevant things, but trying to make myself to be to align with my real calling, what I really want to do in the future. So I just combine everything, introduction, past, present, future, and the last part is conclusion. I just summarized it, everything. So I just write it within a week. After that, I got the feedback from my seniors, and this is how I'm prepared for my statement of purpose. It's too long, but for the students who are watching our live, they will get something from us. That's why.
Yeah, yes, thank you for your sharing. You mentioned a lot and very detailed, right? So they are how to win the scholarship too, with tip and tricks too. Okay, so thank you everyone for sharing your experience, your knowledge, and your challenges about these topics. Okay, now I hand over to Sandy to be a host, and now I may participate again. Okay, so
Okay, thank you so much, Agoso. I know that kids really need to struggle with connection. Okay, so this is my turn. My another question is how did you stay motivated and focused throughout the preparations period? So I just want to start this question with Shangjian first. So how did you stay motivated and focused throughout your application process?
Well, actually, I have one of my friends to apply for this uni or this program the same as me, and we did together, and we can help each other even for some how to see the process we need to catch. And for the motivation, actually, I have to check every morning when I wake up, check the message whether I can get some news or information even before the interview, after waiting for the process, whether it already successful for next part. And during the interview part, I also need to waiting for the results. But we know that you have to know whether you already how could you say it, you already acceptance. By after that, you can know whether you can get the scholarship. And but it's another time actually to waiting if you get the scholarship or not. Actually, some person will more focus about that part. Yeah, if I can get a scholarship, I will continue to learn. But if I cannot get, I will change to another program or another unit. So actually, the same as me.
I also have to wait like every morning and also sending lots of messages to Buddha.
Also, sometimes you have to be more motivated to send the message to this unit to check everything. How can is it clear or is correct or not? Something like that.
Even I won the scholarship, I didn't dare to believe, so that's why I just emailed to the admission process. Did I win my scholarship? Is it real? Like this? And I cry, of course. Okay, so thank you so much, Shangjian, for sharing. So, okay, what about Jeff? What about like your process? How did you stay motivated and focus throughout the preparation period? Yes.
Okay, I think I like the second word you use, not because I don't believe in motivation, but because my personal experience was more about being focused and maintaining myself in the process. It's not that I didn't have motivation, but many times during the process, many times in many situations, like you mentioned, like waiting for messages, like checking your email every day. In many of those situations, I was not motivated at all. I was like, no, this is not happening. And I was like going down, you know? So it was more about being focused and maintaining myself on the process. Like, regardless of the result, I told myself, okay, I'm doing this because this is something that I want to do. Is one of my dreams since I was a child. So at least I want to try and do it, whether I got the scholarship or not. So in my case, it was more about keeping the focus on that. It was something that I have always wanted to do, that I had always wanted to do at that point in my life, and keep on doing until the last minute, until they told me you're accepted or you're not accepted. But of course, in the motivation or to keep my motivation or to keep my focus, I believe there were two things that were like essential for me. One was the support of my friends and of my family, of course, but mainly my friends, because we tend to share this kind of things more, or at least in my case, and tend to be more open with my friends than with my family. So having my support system, like I mentioned you, this friend of mine who was my coach, like my academic coach throughout the process, but also having my best friends next to me telling me all the time, like, at some point, I think they believed more in me than what I believe in myself. So they were the ones telling me all the time, you're very intelligent, you can do it, don't doubt yourself, you're going to be in Thailand, you're going there. But also, like at the same time I began the process of application, I began to take therapy, to start my therapy process, like officially and professionally therapy, because I discovered that at that point I discovered that I have anxiety. So the moment I started my therapy sessions and my therapy process, I was doing or studying the application process. So that was also essential for me, because with my therapist, we start working on myself, and also at the same time understanding myself more, that why I overthink, why I do all these things mentally and emotionally. And she gave me a lot of strategies to contain myself and to go through the different mental, emotional things that I was going through at the moment. So, like, it was kind of crazy because I was very stressed, very anxious because of personal and job things. At the same time, I was doing the application of the university. So there were many things happening in my life at that moment. So without the therapy and the strategies that my therapist gave me, I wouldn't survive. I would have not survived if it wasn't for that. So I think those were the two main things, like the support of my friends and the therapy sessions that I was taking at the moment that helped me to uh, keep motivated. And when I lost my motivation, regardless of losing my motivation, to keep my focus and maintaining myself in the process of application.
Okay. So like after listening to everyone's application process, I think like getting good things, being in a excellent situations that way it's like, better than the normal conditions is really hard. Like no one get it like, very easily. So that's why this is the things I always need to remind myself every day. When I'm like really tired, of course you're supposed to be tired if you want to be more successful than other, if you want to get, better life than others, maybe even better than myself like today and tomorrow. So of course like applications process, how like we have to like make ourselves like involved in it, like to make sure that okay, thank
Yeah.
you. and
And,
then
and
yes.
something that the people have to know is that getting to this point, like you said, it's not an easy thing. But it doesn't mean that it's impossible or that is difficult to do it, but it is not easy. You're going to, like you said, have to work and prepare yourself and create and build yourself a profile interesting enough for people. It's not like these universities, especially the one we are attending right now, they're not looking for, they want to give people opportunities, but they also need to have like, might sounds a little bit ugly the word I'm going to use, but quality people in terms of people who are really stepping up, that they really want to give opportunities to people who are doing something differently. So like you mentioned, like do some volunteering, prepare yourself, get yourself some skills, learn something new that in some sense distance yourself from most of the people so your profile is interested enough. That's quite important, and I want to underscore that as you did like some minutes ago as well.
Yes, of course. So like actually we in the comment section that we have fans like mommy is watching and then she mentioned like, Chris look very fresh tonight.
He's at the he's on the beach, that's why. Mommy.
So you have better like give her comments like she just said. She also watching, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, Chris look very fresh. Okay. So, okay, this is like a next question. So I just want to ask like Agusa, can you share any tips or advice for other students who are preparing for English tests, maybe similar English tests, for example, like maybe standard English tests, for university admissions? What kind of like advice do you want to give to the students?
For me, right?
Yes.
Well, actually, the first step you have to
Yes, Chris. I'm sorry. I
Okay,
just
go. It's okay. It's okay. Go, go, go,
it's
go.
okay. It's okay.
sorry.
Okay.
Well, for me, for the first step, you have to get the English proficiency, and whatever is the IELTS or TOEFL or another kinds of international one, but you have to meet the requirements, the basic requirement of this program, or if you want to apply for another program, you have to check in about the website. Yeah. Also, you have to know how to use the website and to check the information you want. Yes, and also to prepare everything they want. I mean, the outline of the requirements, and also to prepare the interview part. Yeah, I just see some basic things, but another detailed things maybe Jeff have some something to say.
Okay, I have, but let's hear so first.
Oh, this is your turn.
I think he's frozen again.
Yeah, yes.
It's time. It's for me.
I
Yes.
have.
Okay, 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 okay. Oh no, because I'm sorry for my internet connection. Okay, so for this preparations, I would like to inform the audience like that. For example, the learner from Myanmar, because they always ask how to speak fluently in a month, how to write fluently in a month. So this is a very dream. It's just like a dream, you know. This one. So for the preparations, we cannot say in a week, in a month, because to be fluent, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello? Oh, okay. So sometimes I'm freezing. Okay. So to be fluently in your speaking or writing, reading, yes, it take a lot of times, so that preparation, in this preparation period mean not a short period. It can be a long life, just like you need a lot of time, just like the self-study or peer review or studying from the course with a tutor, with your teacher, something like that. A lot of, so being study yourself is not enough because sometimes we need feedback. We need feedback just like the comments, because you write something, right? If you adjust yourself, you don't know beyond your level. That's why you need from the other feedbacks. That's one. So I think preparation, just like this, tips, advice. Yeah, it's for me a lot of, there is not a lot of tips and advice. The first thing is know yourself. When you need help, ask for help. This one, this is the main point, because uh we need to grow mindset, not narrow-minded or close-minded, because most of our in our Myanmar student, they are afraid to ask help from their teacher, because how to improve my writing, can you give feedback, because this is very, how to say that, this can be how to say that, the system, the educational system, when we are young, we are not allowed to ask, well, we are not allowed to give feedback, comment to our teacher. This because we are afraid. This one, this can become a stereotype for us. This one, it is also make like psychologically, this one, when they need help, they're afraid to ask, because if they ask, they feel like they are not good, they are not enough. That's like that. So that don't be feel like that. So if you need help, just do it. That's it. Yeah, that's it for me. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Like you just give like very valuable tips for the
Yeah.
students, and you just even give the hopes, you know. I mean, like, no, no, not to have a bad expectations, like to be fluent within a month. Yes, thank you so much, Aguso, for your answer. But now this Jeff Tan, yeah.
Yeah, I will say, and I want to second what So just mentioned about this is not something that you're going to achieve overnight. It's not like 1 month, and especially don't believe in those kind of like courses that tell you you can learn English in 3 months or 6 months. This takes time, so you will normally have like different levels that you have to achieve, and those levels are not going to be achieved in 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. Normally only one level is 2 or 3 months. You guys know more than this because you work with this kind of programs, right? But also what I want to like stress a lot about is that when it comes to exams like IELTS or TOEFL, it's not only about proficiency, it's also about strategy. That's why I also encourage people to take exams who are or who aimed exactly these kind of exams, because it's not just that you're capable of writing in English at a good level or with good proficiency, or that you have good listening skills, or that you have good speaking skills, because these kind of exams come with specific requirements, specific bands, specific scores, and specific abilities and skills that you have to prove. And if you don't know how to approach this exam, you can be the best English speaker in the world, but you could fail at the exam itself. So you have to prepare for the different types of questions and how to respond each of these questions, how to approach the speaking test, which is normally, for example, when it comes to the IELTS, you will have to take the oral test or the speaking test with the native British people, which means you have to deal with a different accent. You have to deal with different vocabulary. You have to deal with different things that you are not going to know if you don't prepare for it. When it comes to the writing parts of the academic IELTS, which are normally two separate essays, in which in the first one you have to describe whether it's a graph, whether it's a system, you need specific vocabulary for that description, or when it comes to writing the opinion essay, you also have to comply with its structure. So you can be the most proficient speaker in the world, but that is not enough for taking one of these exams, whatever the exam you choose to take, because those exams come with specific characteristics and requirements that you have to prepare for it. So it's important that you enroll yourself in this kind of IELTS preparation or TOEFL preparation courses, because they're going to explain to you every little detail in order for you to be capable of doing all the things you have to do, not only in terms of proficiency, but also in terms of complying with the requisites themselves of the exam. So that will be my recommendation.
So that is like really, really, even I really need to remind myself like sometimes, because like as teacher, especially that we just, like we have like exposure, right? Since that we were like teaching the English, so for those kind of preparation tasks, like, okay, it's okay that I don't have to take that much time, but we really need to care about like that you mentioned the specific skill. So for my recommendations are for those kind of students who are preparing standard English tests, the first thing is like they have to reflect their mistake. The first thing they have to reflect their mistake, because like most of the students, like why they don't get the highest score, the main thing is like they don't know the reason why did they make a mistake, because like I don't know why people are really complicated actually from my mind. Why people are really complicated actually, like we can apply those kind of like skill in our like studying, like in our academic journey. First, like in outside of the world, in our reality, if we make a mistake, someone need to point out the mistake. Of course, they are doing wrong things, because of that one, there are some consequences. You should not do this. You should do this like this, like this. So we have to listen. If someone like told us, maybe someone mean like who have lots of experience, like who are better than us, who are well experienced, like for this program or for the case that I'm currently doing, right? So if we don't know that mistake, if as long as like now someone like didn't point out like that mistakes, we keep doing, like in our exam too. So we make mistakes and we didn't check, we didn't reflect what are our mistakes. And also students are really lazy to review their mistake, what kind of mistake, like they have to find the reason why did they make a mistake. But normally like reflection times like take for more than I feel like 2 hours. Sometimes like exam time is like only 1 hour, 1.5. So for one skill, I mean like not for a skill or one skill. But for reviewing those kind of mistake take like almost 2 hours sometimes, more than 1 hour. So that's why like they just come up with like burden, and also like don't come up with any motivations because they already tired after taking the exam. So okay, I just make a mistake. Okay, let's skip it. So because of this one, I think I really want to recommend those kind of students that never like hesitate, to check your answer, to review themselves, like to do a lot of self-reflection. So doing self-reflections is like not only for preparing standard English tests, academic journeys are everything that can help us a lot. So we still need to accept our weaknesses and strengths to everything. So this is my very important suggestion that I would like to give like to the students. Self-reflection, yes. Okay, so my another question. Okay, some questions are kind of like repetitive. That's why I'm gonna move to another question. So, how was winning the scholarship impact your life and academic journey at KMUTT? Academic journey at KMUTT. So, why Chris is like that? Okay, you have to answer first. How has winning the scholarship impacted your life and also academic journey at KMUTT?
Well, since I got the scholarship, I feel like I have some responsibility to do. Even I heard that we have to apply for the research assistance. Yeah, it's to get our salary. So we have the duty to do something for the academic work or for help another things. But also it seemed like because when you get the scholarship, they have some requirement for your scholarship. Seem like you have to get the GPA. But for different scholarship have different GPA level, and I don't want to say the details, but you can check later. But and also
Say it so everyone knows, Lohin.
for me, I have to get this 3.25, but I'm afraid that for my capability, I cannot get it each semester. So I'm just very nervous for the assignments and tasks, and also some responsibility to do for my scholarship. Yes. Every day I have to think about whether this assignment could be get the we can say the suitable GPA, not say the good, but suitable, right?
But you're a good GPA student. You are.
But also nervous about that one. But sometimes you don't know what's happening in the future, right? At the end of each semester, it's hard to say. Yeah, that's my how we see the most important thing what impact for my life when I get the scholarship. I was thinking about whether I can get it or continue to get it next semester, next 2 year, next 1 year or something like that. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. I feel like it's also threatening me because like I'm a kind of like, the busiest person ever because like I really need to do like for my business also I have my own institute. So it's really hard for me like to manage like my academic journeys and also my work. But I try my best, but because like no one is perfect. I still accept like that code if I'm really tired, because like you can be professional in one like one sector. For example, like if you really want to be excellent in academic journeys, like you have to just forget about like work opportunity or stuff like that because you really need to focus on your academic journey. But if you really want to work on and want to earn money, of course, like you have to accept that your GPA is not like good enough, like other students who are really excellent. So that's why I really need to encourage myself like with that one. So I hope I try my best, but as I already mentioned that no one is perfect. So I'm always trying to prepare to accept like every conditions with to see all the result with a positive point of view because life is already tired. I don't want to torture myself like to be involved in it. Definitely. So okay. So this is like for Jeff, yes?
I think I can discuss this from two different sides, right? Like it was positive, but also has some negative things, like the ones you were mentioned. First, let's begin by the positive, which is, of course, I was very happy when I was informed that I got this scholarship, and at the beginning I couldn't believe it. So I will say it was like a shot of self-confidence for myself and start believing more in myself and saying like, yes, I mean, if the university and the people who's in charge of this process saw something in myself to give me this scholarship, is because I really have something to offer, right? So it was like, it's wonderful, it's great, I'm very happy. And it didn't only bring happiness to myself, but to many people around me, like my family and my friends who always supported me. So they were very happy for me as well. So it really has a huge impact. Um, but also because of the things you mentioned and because I tend to overthink things, I'm always worried. Like, what about my GPA? Am I going to get the GPA that I need to keep it? And
Jeff, you're really good at your teacher.
and it makes me I'm very self-critical, so I tend to criticize everything around me, but the thing I criticize the most is myself. So I'm always questioning the things I do. Like when I'm doing my assignments, I think 1, 2, 3 times the things I'm writing and my ideas and blah blah blah. So that is like the negative side, but it's not the negative side of the scholarship itself, but it's because I haven't got to the right point to manage how self-critical I am. It's not, I'm not going to blame the scholarship. It's just something that I don't know how to manage. But yes, of course, it's like the previous semester, it was like, oh my God, with these many projects that we had to do, especially the final projects were they really, all the time I was thinking, were they really good? Am I going to get enough score to maintain the scholarship? And specifically this second semester, which I believe the four of us will agree that it has been very challenging. It was really, really challenging. All the things we had to do, all the different projects we had to write, like the academic paper and then the research proposal, we really had to do big things. So still today, I'm thinking like, oh my God, am I going to get the GPA to maintain my scholarship? Am I really going to be able to continue studying because we have to do it? So I will say at the end of the day, it was positive, and the negative side is not because of the scholarship itself, but because I don't know how to manage some parts of it yet. But at the end of the day, I think it's normal for all of us, right? We're going to worry about the future, and that includes, oh, are we keeping our scholarship or not?
But normally, like, I didn't some of the month, like, I didn't like accept to accept the scholarships. My needs are very similar, but right now I have to,
Yeah.
hope for it because of the inflation. Like, in my country, like, there's a lot of the problem, so I still need to wait to accept my scholarship.
Hold on to it for sure.
Yes. Okay, so thank you so much, like Xiao James and Jeff. Okay, this is to our hosts, Agusa. Like, my questions are for you is what advice, okay, would you give to other students are for you? Like, you haven't checked the scholarship stuff, so that's why maybe that might be maybe you slip and think like you didn't know that situations are pretty well. That's why you didn't apply scholarship. Okay, so not to happen like this for the future students. So which kind of advice would you give to other students who are aspiring to win a scholarship and study at KMUTT? Which advice? Yes, yes, this is you. Yeah, you.
Hello. Okay. So now, but I'm not a scholarship winner, right? But I didn't apply the scholarship. This one, I'm just like a student here. For me, I would like to say this because community is, it's for me, I would like to say community is good, both for scholarship and but also with a student without scholarship, because I think the tuition fee is affordable. The first thing is when we compare with another university, yeah, it's they affordable. That's one. I recommend this. And then for the scholarship winning, yes, I think for the student who want to be a scholarship winner, I think they need to follow the suggestions from their previous students, just like the older students who have been winning the scholarship, just like in this podcast, yeah, a lot of Jeff, Sanjali, they shared a lot of tips and advices for how to apply and how to win a scholarship. This is a very valuable tips for them. So that I think when they're watching these podcasts, it's very valuable to them, beneficial to them. So as for me, I would like to say that you know our life is not stop. I mean like that. So we need to go step by step. For example, when we were young, we hope that so if we pass the high school, we'll be okay. But after passing the high school, we did again. So if I pass university, just like if I have a bachelor degree, I'll be okay. So after getting the bachelor, and then again, I'm A. So I think success is not stop. Success is just like continuous progress. So going and continuing, go on, doing something like that. So the most being so just like that today in our in our discussion time with the Abela University. Jonas said that being a survivor is very important. Yes, no, survivor. Or we are always surviving, even in our body. You see that our heart is always beating, and our stomach is always doing something. Our blood is always flowing. The blood. That's why if they stop, we die. That's like the in our life. Being successful is being always doing. Right? It's like go on, not stopping. So if you stop, just like that, if you start learning, you start growing. Okay, so whatever be not to be stopped, not just like that, just post up going. Okay, so this is my my advice to the new students, new learners, something like that.
Yes, yes, and thank you so much. Sometimes you also have to, like love yourself and appreciate your effort. The main thing is like which kind of like failure that we encounter. The most important thing is that we should not stop and reflect our mistake. What kind of preparations that we really need to come up with, like do a beat next time like this. So the most important thing is don't stop, and then like please avoid doing like only one plan because I always have backup plan. For me, like I am a kind of person who always have like 4 or 5 backup plans all the time. I always have like solutions that if this plan didn't happen, so okay, what should I do? What kind of things that I should do like with all of my effort? So this is also loving yourself, like giving respect to yourself, like because we are only responsible persons like for our life. No one is responsible for us like when we got older. Right now I just even really guilty that to just ask for my needs from my family because I'm totally independent right now and say okay, let me advertise a little bit. I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, so we are totally responsible for ourselves, so because of this one. Okay, so as of like wrap up sections of further information, so Jeff and also Xiaojia, is there any like advice like do you want to give like to the future students who will have to study at KMUTT like as a wrap up sections? Yes, so Jeff and Xiaojia, yes.
Hmm. Right, for me, I can go first. Actually, from my experience, I have the some advice for the students. It seems like when you because for this program, I'm not sure if for another students it's the same situation or not. For me, a little bit hard even for the test or assignment or project to do. But the things is you cannot give up. You just do it, keep doing it, keep doing it. When since you start, you can finish it at the end. It is my experience because before the project, I know that project is hard, but I think, how can I finish it within 2 months or 1 month? How can I finish it? But you have to plan by yourself and also to start to do it. The main point is to start to do it, not to finish it, but you have to start to do it.
Let them know your another motivations.
Guys.
How to reward yourself like after accomplishing one thing you forgot to
Which
mention.
one thing is, wow, I can do it because I know actually you have to suffer from this process by if you have a plan, it will decrease the suffer from within how many days or how many months. You seem like that. Uh, by the end, you can say that, oh, luckily or finally I finish it.
I can breathe, it's finished or done.
I can brace right now.
Okay, thank you.
Celebrate that time you finished.
Yes, yes, yes. This is the best moment ever.
For sure.
Okay, thank you. So what about Jeff?
Okay, so for all the people who are watching right now that will watch this, like it's important to say that we're not going to give you like magical tips to get the scholarship, right? Because at the end of the day, this is a work, an individual work that each of the people who are going to or who are deciding to apply have to get through by themselves, and we are only sharing our experiences and what worked for us to some extent and some degree. So I have a few things to say. The first thing I would like to say is that the application process does not begin when you start writing or collecting the documents, but it must begin even years before, because it's all the things you are doing to make yourself an eligible candidate for the program, right? All the things you do for building yourself as a professional, as a person, and even as a volunteer, like Sandy mentioned, because that's really important for your profile. So, like my recommendation is, if you're starting from zero, take some time to build yourself, to learn something, to do some activities, some extra activities that will make you a more interesting candidate. Don't believe that this application begins when you start writing your statement of purpose and when you start collecting your recommendation letters. It must begin, I would say, even years before, because if not, probably it will not be that successful, or or you will not reach what you want to reach because it doesn't start from zero, right? That is my first recommendation. The second one is to accept that this process is going to be a little bit hard, that it's not going to be easy, it's not going to be simple, it's not going to be like, oh, I just have to write something and that's it, because you will have to think, you will have to propose, you will have to do many things in order to show yourself as someone interested for the university, especially if you want to get a scholarship. Like we have discussed at this point, it's not like they're giving free scholarship for whoever wants to apply. They have to select very well. So you really have to work hard in order to make yourself eligible for this. And my third and last one is that although the application process is very important, it's not the end, because as we have mentioned and we have shared some of our experiences, like the real thing comes when you start studying the program, whichever program you choose, whether it's like something similar to us in terms of linguistics, or if you go for engineering, law, whatever you want. When you get to study the program itself, you're going to see that the challenges are going to be bigger. So I know that it might sound a little not like fairy tale, but it's the truth, and it's better to approach this kind of processes with the truth from the beginning. Like, yes, like going abroad, getting a scholarship is going to be an awesome experience, and you're going to have many incredible memories that you're going to build, but also you will have to work hard for that. Like before, during, and even after finishing your program. So you're going to have amazing experiences, great memories, wonderful time with new friends, new people from other sides of the world, like different countries we are here tonight, right? But also you will have to work hard. So know that from the beginning, and I'm sure your experience is going to be great, and you will have enough energy and motivation, like we were talking about, to maintain yourself even in the difficult times. That will be my recommendations.
Thank you so much. So actually, like you guys recommendations are totally like suitable for me. Like I just like even reflect myself. Like so now I just make a decision like to just spend my university life like in second year. I hope so. Okay, so my students, like if you are watching like this like live, I don't teach a one-on-one class in the future. I'm sorry. Because like everyone is like kind of like evidence right now. I'm here talking in live session. Thank you so much, Shangja and Jeff, like Agoso, who is host, and also like this is like his idea. He just like called me like to do those kind of program, like because there's a lot of Burmese they really want to know about the application process, and also like people are from like different part of the world. Because since you guys try, I really hope that like your friends that will watch it, I think so. Because of that one, like he really want to give the helpful tips to the students. So that's why thank you so much, and all the credits to and our host Agosa. And then thank you so much like to my friends Jeff and then also Shangjan, and like like giving your valuable time and coming here and then discussing your point of view, your valuable journey, like very efficient tips and strategy for the like students for the application process to reflect themselves, and also like giving lots of like valuable tips like throughout this section. So I really want to appreciate all of you guys' effort here. Here, and then like I also want to give like suggestions like to the students, if you're thinking about applying KMUTT, let me say one thing, because whether you win the scholarship or not, because in here in Thailand, compared to like other university, because government one are kind of like higher rankings. I mean, KMUTT it's also one of the top 10 university at Ago so already mentioned this one, and also university tuition fee, everything it's like affordable. So that's why if you're thinking about like especially for whether it is like STEM major or like maybe master degree, and then this is gonna be best option for you to consider for the application process. And if you're really interested in research, of course. Yes.
For sure.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. So I just want to introduce like our sessions a little bit. In Flexible Butterfly International, we have like a conversation club, like for Saturday and Sunday. For Saturday, it's like 7:30 to 9:30 Myanmar time. For Bangkok time, 8 to 10, we have like General English Conversation Club, and also Sunday we have IELTS practice club same time. But we are having a plan like to do some kind of butterfly point, like to get the fund for my volunteer, because like some of the volunteers, so they just like devoted themselves for almost like a 2 years. I mean, like, almost like a 2 years. So that's why because we cannot be a volunteer all the time. I know that, because we have to, like attend the university, we have to earn the money, we have to take some kind of responsibility, we're gonna have our own life. So that's why people who are watching our live and also who are joining our conversation club, like you guys will understand us. We, even though we just trying to give all of their effort, but organizations that without fund like cannot stand for so long. This is the things that I really worried about the situation. So to stand for now, of course, for sure, they do a lot of better programs in the future. That we just asking for some fund and about the butterfly points and to continue joining our IS class, but not for general. We still give the general like opportunity to the students that would love to improve their speaking. Okay, so thank you so much who are watching and listening and giving the comment. We saw the comment, but I'm sorry, since I'm the host, I cannot like, reply you guys comment, because like I also have to listen to my friend's answer and have to conclude it. So because like listening skill is also important. Listening skill is like, harder than speaking skill. So I have to listen to my friend answer, have to conclude it. So we're gonna reply your guys' comment after this. Thank you so much for joining, and also like involved in our live sessions for 1.5 hours. Thank you so much, guys, and ขอบคุณค่ะ bye bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you for participating with us.
Yes, thank you so much. Okay, I will. Bye bye. Bye bye.